Hey everybody, it's me again, Kale, and we're here once more playing Doki Doki Literature Club. And last time we left off, we had seen Natsuki and Yuri have a bit of a kerfuffle, and we went home and wrote a poem. And now we're back at the club once more to see how everything is shaping up, and to see how they like my next poem. And to, of course, find a way to get closer to the shy Yuri. Because shy girls are best girls. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Kale! Yo, Sayuri. Well, looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. You come with me to buy a snack? No, thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayuri? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. No, he nervously retrieves her pointers. Her pointers? Spoonerisms, they're funny. She fumbles with the latch and to get it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayuri. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. Ooh, that's good deductive reasoning. Good on you, Kale. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more damning piece of evidence. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her notebook. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in the book. Yuri! Tell Kale to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayuri. I mean, everybody else gets me involved in everything. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. You're funny. Doesn't happen much, but it's the fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the... revolution. Yuri, you want to take that one? Retribution. Thank you. That? Totally. Still, coming from you, Sayuri. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayuri knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayuri. Pwap! Out of nowhere, something smacks Yuri in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Was that Natsuki? I bet you that was Natsuki. What was... a cookie? That was Natsuki. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayuri glances around. Is this a miracle? Have the gods answered my prayers? Is it because I paid my restitution? Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki? That's so nice of you! I'm so happy! Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Oh, God. It's over her mouth. I have my tongue. You dork! You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite out of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave that one? Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie's still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Takes a ball. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? How full Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori... Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monika is in the classroom. Where's Monika anyway? That's a good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular, after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable now, less combined. That's not true, Yuri. You're great. Excuse me? Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? God damn it, Sayori. I also do like the ditzy best friend vibe. That's a good vibe too. Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. And to be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must have not heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music at all, Monika. I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monika. That's... Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Kale. I think she's the protagonist. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd love a chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Typical Sayori. Yuri is back in her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey, Yuri. And now we get to the one that I'm currently courting, which is most likely dictated by the number of points that I got from my poem writing. I would assume, since that's where the bulk of my choices end up. Yeah? I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, well, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. To mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. Kind of a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher, and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this into the teacher's desk, and then we'll get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Huh? We're just... Yuri was going to make some tea, so... I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. It's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? It's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Kale in club activities? Well, that got kind of snappy. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Kale. Sure. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? Aw, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Kale. Come even when I do something bad. You're being nice to me. Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them anyway. Hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? You can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Kale? I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. Friends. We're working on that part. Hold on. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Although, admittedly, in-game, Kale, don't take too long to like, make this happen if you're really going for it, bud. Because that's how you get stuck not being able to make the transition. Establish the good friend bond, but make sure they know the possibility. It's important. But if you just do cool being friends, be friends. Nothing wrong with it. Anyway. Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Kale, do you like oolong tea? Ah, yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood today. Is that so? I was looking at Sho, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out that's not very hard for me to do. Now, once you actually try, it's not usually that hard. Embarrassing, but not hard. When it's you who's around, anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Kale. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Kale, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. That's so. I wonder why that is. Ah! No, I get you. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes! That's totally the reason! I'm so glad you're perceptive enough to think of that, and not other things. I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. There was a strong howling wind between my ears. The chasm had opened up, and I became oblivious to my entire surroundings. Paraphrasing. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. There's some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayuri's candy radar. Probably for the best. I take it, since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but she's being less apprehensive. It's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Always the gentleman, Kale. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume that the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumbled with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Oh, that's okay. I won't take any. You sure? If I touch it, then I might smudge the pages. Oh, that's right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. I need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. It's so pretty. You got the fancy, shiny dust particles. Oh, it's so pretty. I love arts. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Oh, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. Take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate. And I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips, as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place a chocolate in her mouth. I'll even put it in they even did it in the arts. Fantastic. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Kale? Sorry! I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well... You were just helping. It's something that friends do, right? I mean... Not really in this kind of context, but... Yeah, totally. That's... all it was. Yeah. Then... You don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book. But I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart's pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri's lips part. I'll just paraphrase. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Damn it, Monica! Okay, everyone! Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. We were having a moment! Kale, you can help Yuri put away tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Not for a while. Alright, well, let's get my best friend's opinion first before we go back to Yuri. Give her just a little bit of time to breathe, you know? I'm sure she needs it. Oh! I like this one, Kale. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go with my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try and keep it in mind. Oh, well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet! Yeah! I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayuri. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes, when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. Like a nice happy rainbow. Sayuri, that's unexpectedly poetic. Eh, it is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Kale. I should go write that down then. Now you can read my poem now, okay? Oh, wow. Whew. I should put some thought into this one. Okay. Get my reading chops going here. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle and keep it safe. And I put that bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off of my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards, all over the floor. They are supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. Sayuri, do you need a hug? Holy crap. Sayuri, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. I know you taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. You see that? It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing is the best! I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get out of yourself. Sayuri's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it more than a week later. No more than a week later. I This is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Yeah, encourage that passion. Maybe she'll stick with it this time. I hope you all stick with it after this break. We'll continue in the next episode and figure out what Natsuki, Yuri, and Monika have written this time. I imagine they'll probably be just as impressive as that. Except for maybe Natsuki's. I'm kidding. Natsuki's got good poems. At least from the first one I could read. We'll find out more about her soon. Anyway, if you are enjoying this, please feel free to like, comment about it, and give a subscribe if you're new. And if you got a friend that might also like this, share it up. Until we come back, you all have yourselves a frabjous day. And I will see you in the next literature adventure. Later.